It has been a long night for thousands of people who are being forced to evacuate Jasper National Park. One of those people is Stephanie Goertz. She just arrived in Edson, Alberta, and she joins us this morning. First of all, glad that you are safe. Tell me, what time did you get the evacuation call? And if you can, describe for us, what's it been like trying to get out alongside so many other people?
Yeah, so we got the evacuation text around 10 o'clock. We were actually sleeping. We have two young children, so sometimes our bedtime's a bit early. And we actually had our phones on silent. So for some reason, I woke up, didn't know why, and I checked my phone and I saw the evacuation notice. It was kind of shocking. As a person from Ontario, we don't really get these notifications that much or at all. And we weren't really sure what they meant or how soon. It did say that the fire would reach the area in 5 hours. It was later corrected that they wanted people to evacuate within 5 hours.
So then, Stephanie, you'd have to get your kids ready. You've got to figure out what you're going to bring with you and get it all packed up. Can you describe some of that process for us? What night/early morning you've had?
Yeah, so before we went to our hotel, our gas tank was on pretty much empty.
Oh.
And I had just talked to my husband. I said, let's get it tomorrow morning because we have plans to leave. And so he actually ran out to try to get some gas.
What was that like?
Meanwhile, we didn't know how urgently we needed to leave. And then as I was looking for hotel rooms, because I thought, well, maybe I need to book something quickly before everyone else does. And then also we got lots of knocking on our doors, and they had a master key, and they just opened up the door and said, hey, you need to evacuate. Wow. And when you looked outside, it was smoky. You could see the ash falling from the sky. So they told us, if your husband doesn't get back in time, you can hop on one of the evacuation buses. Luckily, my husband had just quickly turned around and was back. But we just grabbed all our bags and, had to shake the kids. They didn't want to wake up. It was, they were very tired. So they were pretty stunned by, I was trying to tell them, there's a fire. They just couldn't comprehend it, right?
Yeah. So tell us, we're looking at pictures right now, Stephanie, of some people's drives as they were trying to leave the park. What was your drive like as you were trying to get out? Some of the images I've seen, it looks like dozens and dozens. It looks like bumper to bumper traffic.
Yeah. So we got on the highway right from our hotel, and we went probably 3 kilometers in 3 hours. Wow. So when they were saying about, needing to be out of Jasper within 5 hours, it didn't really make sense. It didn't really know, how that was going to happen. So by the time we made it up to an intersection where there was some police, it was around 4.5 hours. Oh and then they actually had redirected us and said, since you're going into Alberta a bit more, to redirect us the opposite way and past one of the smaller fires. So they were allowing some vehicles, if they were escorted by service vehicles, to go past the fires. And that's what the video that I put on Twitter.
Okay, my understanding from emergency officials, and they put out on text, is that there's sort of rescue centers in Edmonton and Grand Prairie. You're in Edson. Where are you off to next?
We were supposed to go to the glaciers today, but that's not going to happen. And so we're going to be heading to Canmore.
Okay, you and probably a bunch of other people. Stephanie, I'm glad that you're safe. I'm glad you were able to get everybody out. I'm sorry about the ordeal that you've dealt with, but best of luck as you guys continue on your journey. Thanks for dialing us in this morning.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.